to present songs. Listen and be blessed. Thank you.
I take no grade on education. We are happy to see you. We are so grateful. We love you all. We know you love us too. May the Lord see you through. May the Lord see you through. I get no praise on education. We are happy to see you. We are so grateful. We love you all. We know you love us too. May the Lord see you through. May the Lord see you through. As you're coming to plan for education, remember us, your loving students. They are the future of our country, the hope of the next generation. They are band of effort, the future leaders of our country, competent and experienced teachers, facilities, global education. They are band of effort, the future leaders of our country, competent and experienced teachers, facilities, global education. As you're coming to plan for education, remember us, your loving students. They are the futures of our country, the hope of the next generation. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they. He has given scholarship to many students. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they. And from payment of salary pension. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they. He has done many things like workers promotion. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they. Sweet, sweet prince, they work for our road. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they. Sweet, sweet prince, I say you too much. Another one, no, they. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they. Another one, no, they. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no, they. Another one, no, they. Sweet, sweet prince, another one, no,
It is my pleasure to welcome you to Calabar, the Cross River State, the capital of Cross River State, for this all-important Joint Consultative Committee on Education (JCC) meeting. I must give thanks to God for the journey mercies He has granted to all of you who have traveled far and wide and have crossed so many rivers to be here. Hosting a meeting of this magnitude for major stakeholders in education from the 36 states of the Federation and Abuja is a rare privilege, and we remain grateful to the Federal Ministry of Education for granting us this right. There is no doubt that there are enormous and multifaceted challenges being faced daily in the education sector. These challenges are growing on a daily basis and are taking a toll on the products of the system. The Joint Consultative Council on Education meeting gives an opportunity to participants to deliberate on these challenges. If we are to make any positive change, this meeting therefore gives us the chance to plan and take appropriate decisions that will guarantee us that decisive or desirable change. Let me not take too much of your time. As you participate fully in this meeting, I invite you to savor our serene environment and enjoy the hospitality of Cross River State. On this note, I very warmly welcome you to the Joint Consultative Committee on Education JCC meeting. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Wonderful.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the 2024 Joint Consultative Committee on Education, JCC Reference Committee's meeting, holding here in Calabar, Cross River State, the nation's paradise. I am sincerely delighted to have this large turnout of distinguished education stakeholders from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, which reflects the premium placed on education as a key to transform individuals for national development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I, on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Education, Professor Sahir Maman, OOM, SAM, the Honorable Minister of State for Education, Honorable Dr. Yusuf Tanko Sununu, the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Education, Mrs. Didi Esther Walsinja, and the entire staff of the Federal Ministry of Education, express our profound gratitude to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Cross River State, Prince Basi Edet Otu, for accepting to kickstart another cycle of meetings. This demonstrates the love His Excellency has for education and his commitment to ensure that the dividends of democracy do not elude his people. His Excellency and the esteemed delegates, JCC Reference Committee's meeting serves as a starting point of a new cycle of meetings and the clearinghouse to provide a platform for experts in the education sector to converge and brainstorm on current policy issues confronting the sector, provide recommendations, create ideas, and draw up proposals or policies to address them. Suffice it to say that the success or failure of the education policy formulation and implementation is greatly determined by the work we are going to carry out between today and tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of these 2024 JCC reference and JCC and NCE meetings is innovation, digital technology and entrepreneurship, a tool for educational and national development in the 21st century. The challenges in the education sector in Nigeria has fueled the growing economic deficit, which has put a lot of pressure on macroeconomic fundamentals in the country. You will agree with me that the theme selected is meant to bridge the lacuna in our educational system in line with the best global practices. In time past, the educational system seems to create a burden of graduates seeking employment after school, which has led to increase in unemployment. My dear participants, this theme, innovation, digital economy, and entrepreneurship, is yet another important milestone in furtherance to the education and the economic fortunes of the country, and it will integrate, and if well integrated into our curriculum, we will perfectly address the challenges of unemployment, boost entrepreneurship, and develop our economy. Innovation in the 21st century has been characterized by integration of technology, personalized learning, and new pedagogical approaches aimed at fostering critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. It is expedient to know that the new world order tends towards digitalization. The rapid change witnessed in this 21st century has been astronomically unprecedented, with lots of innovations in all sectors. So it is gratifying to state that already Nigerian youth are becoming more receptive and taking advantage of the opportunities that are bound in the area of digital technology with commensurate touch of innovation. Entrepreneurship education and skill acquisition as a lifelong process, which is a pillar in the education roadmap titled Education for Renewed Hope, Roadmap for the Nigerian Education Sector 2024 to 2027, is recognized as a significant element to the government in achieving increased employment, poverty reduction, and generally improved livelihood for its populace. They are critical in the country now that industrialization, diversification, and private sector-led growth is the focus. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the choice of this year's theme is not only apt, but timely, and should be extensively looked into with a view to improve our educational policies. I want to reiterate that innovation, digital technology, and entrepreneurship are embedded with the potential to address pressing national developmental challenges. The onus lies on the government, educational institutions, stakeholders, and private sector organizations, and me and you too, seated here, to work together to create an enabling environment that will promote innovation, promote digital technology, as well as entrepreneurship. In view of the quality of education stakeholders attending this meeting, I expect each reference committee's session to be thought-provoking and critically scrutinizing the memos that will be presented to them to be relevant tools for educational and national development in the 21st century. It is my fervent belief that at the end of your discussions and your committee rooms, we will come up with robust policies that will be acceptable at the 2024 National Council on Education that will be coming up very soon. I wish you all fruitful deliberation and a memorable stay in Cross River. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Let me join my Commissioner for Education in welcoming you to Cross River State for all this important meeting of the 2024 Joint Consultative Committee on Education, JCCE. When the request for Cross River State to host the meeting was brought to my attention by the Commissioner for Education, I did not hesitate to grant approval because matters of education are at the front burner of my administration. The theme of this year's meeting, Innovation, Digital Technology, and Entrepreneurship Tools for Educational and National Development in the 21st Century, is apt and in tune with emerging trend and focus in our educational aspirations. There is need for a paradigm shift from the present cognitive learning to a holistic combination of cognitive learning and technical skills acquisition that will enhance entrepreneurship and vocational mentorship. Through this avenue, the emerging generation of youth will key into the education concept in vogue and strategically mainstream themselves into the education for self-employment platform. As a state, our commitment to education is unequivocal, and we will not relent in seeing that education strives supreme in our agenda. Within the 1 year of my administration, I have committed close to ₦500 million for the registration of senior secondary school students of Cross River State for WAEC examination, currently ongoing nationwide. This gesture serves as a welcome relief to parents and guardians who pay through their nose to secure their children's education. I have equally ensured that I met the counterpart obligation with the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, to secure our intervention grant for infrastructural development and other basic requirements in our primary and junior secondary schools. As I speak, the 2023 intervention projects in the states are either completed or at an advanced stage of completion. I also ensure that within the limit of our meager resources, my obligation to our tertiary institutions are not compromised. This has yielded payoff at the University of Cross River State with the winning of the first prize in the 2023 Science, Technology and Innovation Exposition. The corollary to this feat by Unicross is the invention of EMV6 ventilator machine, which has skyrocketed the university to limelight in the field of technology and innovation. The State Library is undergoing a comprehensive renovation to make it world-class standards. At completion, all the functions and processes will be digitalized in line with the entrenched digital technology. It is not my intention to catalog what I have reeled out in the education sector within this very short period. What I have done is to consciously apprise the gathering that my administration has an unshakable commitment to education, and we do everything within the limits of our resources to sustain our aspiration for the sector. The 21st century challenges of education are enormous in the country. It is my thought that we are gathered here to review the current position and make appropriate recommendations to government. I have my conviction that you are carefully selected all over the Federation to critically examine issues before you and advise government appropriately. I am sure that the combination of experienced technocrats and intelligentials that make up this gathering will do justice to the mandate of the committee and bring up useful ideas that will guide governments in making the right decisions. Let me once again welcome you to Cross River State and hope that you will enjoy yourselves and find time at your leisure to visit our tourist sites and cuisines within Calvary. On this note, I have the singular honor to declare the meeting of the 2024 Joint Consultative Committee on Education, JCC, open to the glory of God. Thank you all.
I take the vote of thanks of the Secretary JCC and SC Secretariats at the opening ceremony of the 2024 Joint Consultative Committee on Education Reference Committee's meeting holding here at the College of Health Technology, Mary Slessor Way, Calabar, Cross River State. Today, 28 May 2024. It is an honor and privilege to warmly welcome all the distinguished personalities in attendance on the occasion of the 2024 JCC Reference Committee meetings holding here in Calabar, Cross River State, the People's Paradise. It is with great sense of responsibility that I stand before this important gathering to give the vote of thanks. I must mention my sincere appreciation to His Excellency, the Governor of Cross River State, Senator Prince Bassey Otu, for accepting to host this meeting and for his dynamic leadership, as well as the strides taken in moving the education sector of the state forward. I am extremely grateful to the Honorable Commissioner of Education for Education, Senator Dr. Stephen Ode, and the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Ikade Emmanuel, for their sense of direction on policy matters. I thank the Director, Policy Research and Statistics, Mr. Augustine Ekereke, and the entire staff of the Cross River State Ministry of Education for the warm reception and hospitality accorded the FFE team during the pre-visits to the state in preparation for this meeting, and their relentless efforts and commitment in hosting the 2024 JCC Reference Committee meetings. Esteemed delegates from the 36 states and the FCT here present, the Armed Forces, Police Education Corps, the Civil Defense Corps, the development partners, non-governmental organizations, all relevant stakeholders, I sincerely appreciate all your tireless efforts in implementing policies to the letter, and also as of parastatals of different and state levels at federal and state levels and their agencies. All other education stakeholders for their support at ensuring that no stone is left unturned for the education of the Nigerian citizenry. I recognize especially the principals of the Federal Unity Colleges and Federal Science College, all across River State. My profound gratitude goes to all the chairpersons and secretaries of the JCC, the 9 JCC reference committees, for their unwavering efforts and ensuring the success of this two-day program. To the gentlemen of the press, I say a big thank you for giving an excellent coverage to our program, and I urge you to accord adequate publicity to the purpose of this meeting. Finally, esteemed delegates, a short reminder on the set forth party for the previous chairperson of the JCC Reference Committee, Dr. Ofo Ogochukwu, and the former chairperson, JCC, the secretary, Mrs. Adeoye, Elizabeth Oladisi. In order to recognize their contributions to the success of the meetings during their tenure, I wish to use this opportunity to inform you that, as agreed upon at the last plenary, and which was taken to NCE and was approved, the token sum of 25,000 will start to be dropping. We will announce later the person in charge, Ms. Jesse, and the account will drop it. Please be reminded that the party will take place at the 83rd JCC plenary meeting scheduled to hold in Damaturu, Yobe State. Distinguished delegates, as we go into our various committee rooms, I wish you all a fruitful deliberation, and I pray that God, in His infinite mercies, will take us all back safely to our various destinations. I say thank you all. Sasan eti na gode dalu ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Merci beaucoup.
My announcement is going to be very short. In line with this year's theme of this program, which is innovation, digital technology and entrepreneurship, tool for educational and national development in the 21st century. All our memos will be projected so that everybody will look at it critically and we know that the job that we're come to do will do it carefully. Thank you very much. As our dignitaries depart, the technical section will continue. The delegates will be divided into 9 sections, and there are rooms to take care of all the delegates where the operations will continue. We have toilets around there, and feel free when you are pressed to use them. Not only that, we also have the first aid around it. As you come in, there is a medical center here. So if you have some stress and you need relief, please feel free to use the medical center as first aid. I will pray that there will be no problem. So on behalf of the state government, once again, I welcome all our delegates from Lagos, from Kwara, from Kano, from Jigawa. All our delegates, wherever you are, please, you are welcome. Thank you very much. So as our delegates leave, you will stay behind and will continue. Thank you very much.
You have seen also the success of the meeting is very clear. The participants across the 36 states and FCT are all on ground. And of course, by this, it is clear from the organizers that it is a successful event already. The governor, in his wisdom, approved the hosting of this meeting in Cross River State. And you know, this JCC meeting is the statutory body of all the meetings. These are where decisions about education in Nigeria is taking place. So we are happy that Cross River State is privileged to host this meeting, and it will go down in history that His Excellency, the governor of Cross River State, released the funding of this meeting, and everybody is happy. You can see the excitement from it. Well, it's a step forward because the education sector is receiving a very serious attention from His Excellency in all ramifications. Look at what is happening in the state. We've achieved so much. Look at what all the presentation we made here. From his address, it is clear that we are leading in education in Nigeria.
My name is Mrs. Anibogo Obianuju, the Director of Educational Planning, Research and Development of the Federal Ministry of Education. And by the grace of God, the chairperson of the Joint Consultative Committee on Education Reference Committee's meeting. My take on this activity that we have in Calabar, and especially this opening ceremony, and I believe throughout the sections we are going to have till tomorrow, is a wonderful collaboration. I'm really impressed by the warm welcome the government of Cross River State has accorded us from the ministry and by extension to all the delegates. I can see that this government is really ready to carry education to the next level. I could see that in every aspect of what I've seen here today, I could see that education, after this meeting, we are going to see another phase of this sector. So I'm really happy, and I really want to thank the Executive Governor of Cross River State and his team working in his cabinet. I really want to thank him so much for this dedication and commitment that he has given the education sector, and I believe we are not going to disappoint him. We, the technocrats in the education family, I believe we are going to do what will please him. Thank you very much.
First of all, the theme of each Joint Consultative Committee on Education meeting is always in line with the decision of the National Council on Education, the previous one. The JCC reference meeting committees is the first of 3 meetings that culminate into policy, education policy in Nigeria. The journey will start from the Joint Consultative Committee on Education Reference Committees meeting. This is the first layer for 2024. The outcome of this meeting will now be taken to the plenary. That's another meeting. Then the outcome of the plenary is what the Council, National Council on Education, will now sit to ratify, take decisions upon. Now, the scope of this if you look at Nigeria now, the world generally, we cannot keep behind the world. We need to move. Our educational system that's supposed to be innovation, we're supposed to digitalize it, and we're supposed to give education that gives or creates entrepreneurs, not white collar jobs. Everybody's looking for white collar jobs, and so the theme as approved by 2023 NCE is innovation, digital technology, and entrepreneurship, tools for educational and national development in the 21st century. So what they are going to do, the call for memoranda has been sent out in February. So they have brought all the memoranda now. They will consider anyone that will be in line with this, that will eventually have positive impacts on the youths, so that the innovation we are talking about, digital technology, entrepreneurship, we have policies backing them up, and everybody can pick something. It's not I go to university and look for white collar job. Before you get to that place, you already have an entrepreneurial skill, whether digitalized, whether online, whether your soft skill. So you will not need to wait for government work to survive. That's just it.
Interesting. So why is your stay in Cross River? What's your experience? The hosting and all of that. How do you rate Cross River State?
Let me say, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it, but I don't know. I will say, Sansan Eti Eti.
Thank you very much, Ma.